think my audio. No, I'm all quiet. Now it should be better. Yeah, now it should be the best. Maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, now it should be a lot better. So, yeah, I don't know if I should start gambling immediately or if I should take time. No, I'll read through the kits first because I actually haven't read them. Lavaniga Hornet Alteration. Let's start with skills. Skill 1, Warning Shot. Deal 10% more damage for every 5 spawn target. Max stack 15, gain 1 burn count for every 5 stack. Okay, so that's so if you what? Okay. Before use, at max spore round base, inflict pierce fragility on hit. Once per turn. Unused coin power +1 for every 6 burn, plus bleed on target, max 2. That's really standard. So it rolls up to. So we've had conditionals rolls 12, which is I think pretty average, and with conditionals it rolls 14, which is pretty good. Spore round base, inflict. Okay, burn bleed, ego alteration, buckshot. Deal minus 50% damage against sub targets, so it has stack rate. Right, it has stack rate too. I'm stupid. Deal 15% damage for every 5 spore, max 45%. Okay. If the main target has 2 okay. If the unit has loyalty for a moment, clash power +1. Okay, so it's like Shin, but B Shin. Oh. That's really good. Attack end at 1 or fewer spore round base, reload termination. Okay. Spore round buckshot. Burn count, bleed count, burn count is a very good count applicator. Field test, dust spark. Jesus. Okay, 50% more damage for every excess attack rate beyond the number of actual targets. That's really good. It means that he doesn't lose out on damage when fighting bosses. Deal 10% more damage for every 5 spore. Makes sense, same thing. For use, a 2 or fewer spore round base consumes 6 HP to gain 3 spore round base. Coin power +1 for every 6 burn, bleed, and target. Okay. Flash power +1. Okay, same thing. Germination, spore round base. Bleed, burn, 2 bleed. Okay. Okay. Right. So this is kind of like the magic bullet. His defense, spore germination. So he just reloads. Cool. On evade, heal 10 HP. That's goaded. That's goaded. Ego alteration, spore round. Okay. Yeah, that just gives him his fucking cool ammo. The research teams, that's us. Examination has confirmed that even gears that were outcomes of stable or refined extractions may undergo slight mutations depending on the user. Now, I wouldn't attribute that to incompleteness. Rather, such changes may even be a process of these gears reaching their own completion, like real ego. Let us label this phenomenon alteration for now. Spore diffusion. On kill against targets with spore, gain the filling effect and will double the spore for next turn. And kill with a base attack skill. Gain spore round. The skill spent divided by 2 spore round. Oh! So he gets back half the spore rounds he spent on kill. That's really cool. Support Worker Bee. Ally pierce a base attack skill, and the set ally heal HP equal to 10% of the damage dealt with the attack? 2 times per encounter. For this turn, if all base attack skills equipped on an Allied skill slots are pierce skills. All allies heal 10 SP. Okay. She's pretty cool. That's Marceau. Ordio. Oh my god. Her skill has two variants. You're kidding. Whatever. Let's gamble. Let's gamble. I have enough to pity. Let's gamble. Yep. Come on. Oh, that's a whole lot of nothing. Again. Come on. Oh, that's something. Binu. Fuck! Oh my god. Okay. I'm happy. I'm happy with Chesed. I really like Chesed. I'll fight with Chesed. I am fine with Chesed. I'm coping. I'm coping so hard. Come on. Cool. Okay. That's green. That's green. I think it's an ego. Binu. Oh. Yes. Oh, B-Salt. Oh my god, he looks so good. Oh my god. He looks so good. Whew. Okay, seriously? Okay, that... Bro. What are you? Sync? Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, not really what I wanted. Okay. I have so much fucking lunacy though. I just need Ryoshu or the Sinclair, and I can pity the other one. So we're chilling. I think. Okay. Maybe. God, I hope I get there without pity. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. I love gambling, bro. Am I gambling on the right banner? Let me. Actually, I'm gonna check. Yes, it is the right banner. Good. Not what I wanted. Maybe it's someone I don't have. Oh, there's actually two. That's an ego. Faust. Oh, for a culture, I was gonna shard you anyway. For my poise team. Okay. Thank you, Jihoon. And you? Are you new? No. Yes. Merceau. Who is that? Oh, that's Dieshi. Okay. I can put in my sinking team now. If I want to. Okay, this was actually pretty good. Oh my, come on. How close am I to pity? I am almost halfway. 11 more. 10 pulls. Come on! How unlucky? Okay. 10. 9. 8. Okay, it's green. It's green. It's green. It's an ego. It might. No. No. I mean, thanks, but I didn't want you. God damn it. More green? What was I on? 8. I was on 8. 7. Oh my god. It's green. No! 6. Okay, it's green. Okay. Bino, Bino. No! Why? How close am I? 5 more 10 pulls. Do I have enough? 5. 4. Aren't they supposed to have increased rate? 3. It's green. Yes! Okay, no, only Ryosu. Now just Ryosu. Okay, we got it, Sinclair. Yes, baby. Let's go. How close am I? 2 more 10 pulls. Then I get pity. If this is Ryosu, I mean, I'm getting the pity anyway. I'm getting an answer. Be Ryosu. Be Ryosu. No! Why? Why, Marceau? Why? Okay, anyway, I'm pitting Ryosu. It'd be really funny if she showed up here. Okay. Okay, an ego. That's good, actually. No. Yes, it is. Oh, Phil Bullet! I actually wanted Phil Bullet. Okay. We're pitting Ryosu then. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. That's everything from the Walpurgis. From this Walpurgis. Cool, thank you. But since it is Walpurgis right now, that means I can dispense Walpurgis identities. So, how many blocks do I have? 209. Okay. So, first on the cutting board, I can get them, or so. I didn't really do. I got, yeah, because I pulled them 3 fucking times. Okay. What did I want from this Walpurgis Nacht? Priorities. Dawn Office Fixer and Lobotomy Ego Magic Bullet. Yes. Those are the 2 priorities. Okay. So, I keep forgetting. To get Dawn Office Fixer, I have 190 Ego Shards, around 100. I should just put in 110 should be enough. Sinclair. Okay, it was not. Yeah. I knew I would. I knew I would make. I knew I would get maxed. I know this game. I know this game. Okay. Dawn of his Vixer.
손이 가끔씩 떨릴 때가 있는데 겁쟁이처럼 보이지 않았으면 좋겠네.
Yes, I'm building a burn team. And Lobotomigo Magic Bullet. And I have 100. Okay, 150 then around should be enough. Otis. It is nice.
내 앞에 서지 말도록. 악마가 깃든 탄원의 관역 중 하나가 되고 싶은 게 아니오.
I don't think I'm getting Solemn Gregor. When does the Walpurgis end? I don't need Jong office rep because I got like okay. Oh my god, that is so many quotes. That is so many quotes, bro. Holy shit. Okay. What? Oh, I got a new friend somehow. Cool. Thanks. Sure. Remember to add me on Olympus. Remember to Olympus company me. So when does this Walpurgis end? 2 weeks. I might have enough. Anyway, let's do the missions. Uneasy. Okay, complete suppression after defeating Bong Bong Orange unit in a single encounter. Okay, let's just do it. I don't know what should I use actually. Oh, this competes with Titleology. That's bad, actually. No. I have movement rag. Yeah, you have for a college, but I don't think we can fuel for a college. Not really. No. You can deploy Gregor. Okay, good to know. You cannot deploy Gregor. Okay, and you can only have 5 identities. What team would be the best with 5 identities? Also, are you not allowed to have... No, you're not allowed to have backup. Then... Wait, they get uptide? Yeah, they get uptide. No, they get leveled up, but not uptide. Okay. So, I should not do that. I can use this team if they get leveled up. There she is. Is that update free? Yeah.
녹슨 총에 날카롭지 않은 화살초.
I think he's the strongest.
다들 연장 챙기죠. 복제팀의 협조가 필요한 거지.
Who do I equip? Oh, this is actually pretty fucking tough. 5 identities only? I think these would be the strongest members. Yeah. Express. What? Is the game really quiet, or did my everything break? No, that sounds normal. You know what? I might actually read this out loud then. I would much rather not deal with another containment breach incident so soon, especially when it's almost certain they will be laying waste to the boxes of snacks we've prepared specifically for your return. How many boxes have you got? 3. All of them 48 by 38 by 34 centimeters in dimension. The largest standard-sized boxes we have. We're in. Oi, who do you think you are to tell us what to do? Still, there was no point in arguing with Hohenheim when he was right. No need to needlessly drag out restoring the facility and let those abnormalities loose again. Besides, Gregor was still down for the count. Alrighty, boys and girls, I got you some cool drinks, so take a quick breather. You're full of beans today, ain't you? Hey, what's not to like? They've got snacks I've never even laid my eyes on before. Come here, look at this. Ta-da! Look what I found, everyone! Erotia declared as she triumphantly held up a small can. What is that? I don't think I've seen that before either. Seriously? You've never had one of these when you were little? Oh wait, they not sell this stuff in the nests? Huh? Oh, I notice. Yeah, it's the Baxter's food, isn't it? Is that shaky and drinky thing in it? Why are you so stupid? Yeah, I knew you'd recognize this, Heath. They're all like bloody sheltered townies, you know that, right? Take a gander at this. You know that can's gonna blow up in your face if you keep shaking it like... I know what I'm doing, Bodie. Look, I uncapped this thing and... Try a sip. Eh? It's turned to jelly. Heathcliff moved from center to center, confidently handing them each a can of well-shaken drinks. And the sinners all responded with varying degrees of astonishment, some of them even giving the can a double take. This is a condensation of carbonation itself, its structure compressed into pudding-like forms. Wowzers! It's like they took the juice of a fruit and trapped it in tiny bubbles. It's slightly too sweet, but it's tasty nonetheless. Now this is what I'm talking about. Say, where'd you get these? Couldn't get my hands on this stuff recently. As we researchers are all rather positively obsessed with new technology, that fixation translates quite directly to addiction to unique products like these. The pleasant flavor gives us a nice extra dose of motivation. Of course, sometimes enough to store them in expensive stasis preservation boxes, just in case we end up craving them in the future. According to our findings, the southern Paw City... What? What the fuck is that word, Hornarm? Sudden paucity of this product in the mass market was caused primarily by the significant production cuts of its manufacturing plant. Despite the constant demand, it seems that the maintenance costs were far too expensive to maintain it as a large-scale operation. And you're just giving these rarities to us? Blimey! That's actually the nicest thing someone's done for us in a while. Oi, you ain't half bad, Specs. You're going up in my list. No need to reevaluate the personability of my character on my account, assistant. They're from Martin's Oh, shit. Oh, where's she drink? Oh. Without an owner to claim them, they were bound to end up collecting dust in a corner of some lost and found box. If spirits really do exist, and if Martin had indeed chosen to haunt this very spot, I'm certain he would have chimed in to say, that seems like a reasonable thing to do, boss. Once again, he wasn't wrong, but his palpable lack of concern for the feelings of those around him seems to suggest that there was indeed no reason for us to reconsider his personality. Bloody hell, mate. You could have led with that. I think some of that went down the wrong pipe. Of guess we just let them sit and spoil. Totes, we can't like... I'm not doing a gulping sound. Whatever. Is it that good? It is good, but not that good, Executive Manager. She's simply a glutton, with no regard for flavor. You know, I do feel pretty bad for Dante every time we get a chance to eat something good. What with being unable to eat and all? I don't think it's something to feel bad about. Still, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Muttering, I look up to stare at Rhodia. Oh yeah, that really hit the spot. Somebody stop me because I can't. Downing her third can of the drink. Jesus Christ, get a hold of yourself, woman. That reminds me. I had once cobbled together a gustation simulator as a hobby project. A what? Gustation simulator? Well, as we must all be aware, energy gel is the most efficient form of sustenance. It is tiny, highly caloric, yet, unfortunately, makes for quite flavorless gustatory experience. Okay, so I have devised a gadget that once a food item is placed and scanned in its flavor analyzer, it transfers the exact flavor profile directly to its wearer. It is rather simple to equip and operate too. Simply wearing it on your wrist should transfer the flavor information to the wearer, but I must have misplaced it. I gotta say, that sounds pretty revolutionary for how dismissive you are about it. Like it's some kind of toy you bashed together. The joy must come from the invention and demonstration of technology itself. Indeed, my fellows would, following the regular Illuminators' conferences, cast their erstwhile prime inventions into boxes of miscellanea. Decent guess, but you're half wrong. I had indeed intended to distribute it to my team, were it not for that single fault. What is that single fault, you ask? When worn for too long, the device would start recognizing even the mere act of breathing as eating. Every breath I took brought the rush of thick, cloying Basque cheesecake flavor into my tongue. It would normally be rather scrumptious delicacy, but when it taints the very air I breathe, it inspires nothing but nausea in my mouth. And thanks to that, I ended up uncontrollably emptying the contents of my stomach on the floor. Ew. But perhaps that should not be a problem for subjects who are not coerced to breathe by their autonomic nervous system, such as your manager. Oh, that's actually cool. Oh, does that mean I finally get to partake in Rhoda's food critiquing sessions during our next team dinner? By the looks of it, they seem quite excited about that prospect. Very well. I will bring my search henceforth then. Oh, green. Were these alarms connected to the facility as well? Indeed, every location related to Limbus Company is equipped with relevant devices to detect the arrival of Walpurgis Knights. Once the familiar green light and the accompanying alarm began to blare, Faust, who had been wordlessly leaning against the wall with her arms crossed, slowly shuffled towards us. She seemed rather unusually exhausted, so I thought I might So I thought I might ask her what if everything was okay, but have the corridor repairs progressed enough for us to explore this scenario, Van Heim? Of course, contrary to someone who has said that its frequency is not something we can reliably predict, I had intuited that this odd phenomenon with a taste for green illuminations would be arriving soon, and I made the corridor repairs one of our high priority goals. I see. Thank you. Maybe now is a bad time. Their response was indeed most unexpected. Completely breaks the expected behavior patterns. Dante, let us enter without delay. Well, okay. It sounded as though Hohenheim muttered something at us at the last second, but his voice was soon devoured by the sinners and their raucous chatter, accompanied by the slurping noise of drinks guzzled down. B-A-O. Depressing. Yeah, let's see. We're in the welfare team section. Maybe it's blue over because that's their main color. This place is pretty big too. Not as big as Central Command, but this place has got a pretty high ceiling. Couldn't they change the actual colors or interior designs of this hall? Different lights, sure, and all that. Ain't all these hallways samey looking? It's starting to get a bit old for me. I think consistency is a good thing, actually. The library always throws something new at us every visit, and there were times when we got killed before we even knew what was going on. Forsooth, if our lives be forfeit all the same, wouldst thou not say that they are best spent on new experiences? New experiences such as witnessing a color of our own eyes. Hasn't that bloke's blue scythe sliced and diced you more than a dozen times, lass? Don't tell me you enjoyed every single one of them. What? What? Hey, I'd appreciate it. Hey, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't consider your lives to be forfeit all the same. More death equals more pain for me, you know? Well, despite the relative predictability, it is inadvisable to underestimate the former L-Corp's ordeals, as they're also characterized by progressively intensifying danger levels. Danger levels? Indeed, the scenarios first began with the dawn, then was the noon, followed by suppression of a wow risk abnormality. It is obvious that the ordeals following our previous encounter would pose a greater level of danger than the ordeal of noon. Ah, you must be referring to the incrementality progressive measure we had discussed prior, Miss Faust. Yes, following that destructive mode of thinking, this ordeal must be an ordeal of dusk. Blimey, you've certainly got a talent for spectacle. Say, ain't in the habit of stalling, waiting for dramatic moments to drop important information, are you? Faust does not care for such useless, vain theatricalities. What? I was clearly joking, lass. You don't be so cross about it. I should probably sort out a few doubts for Faust to go over in our next consultation session. We'd better focus on the ordeal at hand first. Faust, mind shedding some more light on it? The time will be dusk, and the color is amber. The food chain is set to appear in this ordeal. The food chain, as in the whole natural cycle of eat and be eaten? Why? Why is it gotta be the bugs again? Good thing Gregor isn't here. Actually, good thing Gregor isn't here. While I was still mulling over what Faust had just said, Rhoda, who seemed to have noticed something screaming in the distance, burst into a disgusted, irritated rant. Ever since last time, it's just been one thing after another, trying to gross me out. Is this also supposed to be one of those the goals, the so-called scenario setup? While still holding the can of jelly drink in her hand. There it goes, I completely lost my appetite. Either finish drink before you speak, or wipe that revulsed grimace of your face if you insist on shuffling the jelly down regardless of the creature's sight. One lapse in decorum at a time. Fortunately, Executive Manager, the entity's movements speed up yours notably slow. Meticulous distance measuring, coupled with a methodical stratagem for the rationalized target of an issue. Right, there's no need to rush. If we can just make sure to move faster in those swings, we should be fine. Right. Righto. perfect food, Dusk of Amber. Wave 1.
저 활활 타는 마음도 오래 가진 못할 거야. 식기 전까진 열성적으로 해보는 것도 괜찮겠지.
You're very weak. Okay.
제약 계획의 중간은 큰거 아니야. 적당히 쉬엄쉬엄해도 괜찮고. 그게 그대 선택받았어.
어러라지.
More are just gonna show up, huh? You're the prescription target.
그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상 체제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Can you not offset that? Wow.
징계팀에서 망가뜨린 줄 알았는지 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있었나 봐.
Good stagger.
정신 못 차릴 거야.
관리자님은 그래도 어디에 묵은 것처럼 직원들을 사지로 내놓진 않네. 어디 교환.
They just keep coming out of the ground?
회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상
Okay.
뒤따르는 법이지.
Okay.
그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상 체제압에 너무 집착하지는 마.
You can
이곳의
you
목적이
can use your
그런 게
skill.
아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Forgot to equip Ego. I forgot to equip Ego on them. I'm so bad at this game. Oh my god, bro.
예측할 수 없게.
I'll do that later then.
어러라지. 정신 못 차릴 거야.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지.
You're the prescription
그
target.
희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라
What's the stage for unlocked for the next unlock?
이곳의 목적이 그런 게
Come on.
아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
기다려 주시게. 마법의 삐삐님이 전해주는 지령을 해석이 조금.
I figured it out.
예측할 수 없게.
그에게 그대 선택받았으니.
I actually don't know what that resonance status effect is. I should probably read that. Also, I shouldn't read their skills. Okay. I just got Furioso. I'm gonna read what they do then. Pounds spreads with highest HP percentage. Gobble. Fuck. Spreads with the highest HP. Okay. Processes down. Orange flavored bubble supplement.
관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Okay. What's that? Okay. Ordeals are quite distinct from abnormalities. They are vivid representations of intense trauma stretched up at random from humanity's streams that course through the farthest depths of this company. Tailored for the palate. On attack hit against the target with damage type, the target is weak or fatal resistance. Okay, inflicted by next turn. How could such flavorful beverage end up being called Bong Bong? Inflict one Bong Bong orange on the target that killed this unit. Oh, that's actually really cool. Let's go. Furioso!
그대는 어디까지 가고 있을지.
Jesus fucking Christ.
지킬 게 많거든. 뭐라 하지? 정신
격정마을의 모방을
Oh my god, bro.
관리자님, 딸아이도 이상처럼 아무래도 기억하고 직원 한 있으면 명의 부서 좋겠고요. 배치가 잘못된
Okay.
이런 제약은
Bun Bun Juicy Squeezer Orange.
직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
You're fine.
예측할 수 없게. 지킬 게 많거든.
Wide hunting. Nice. Okay. We've got the unlock, which is good.
몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
예측할 수 없게.
Okay. Come on, Wild Hunt. I believe in you, Wild Hunt. Oh, he got staggered. Ow!
지킬 게 많거든. 미래를 과거와 같이.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마.
날카롭고.
이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 거 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Unlucky.
지키기 하나도 누군가에게 잡고 그 뜻을 해금하겠네.
Bruises his chin.
벌어지기 전에 제압했네. 잘했어, 관리자님.
Don't kill him. Oh my god, Thor's getting jumped.
끔찍한 일이 벌어지기 전에 제압했네. 잘했어, 관리자님.
Jesus fucking Christ. Go, mighty and song!
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네. 엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어? 당신의 노고는
That's cool.
더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은
It wasn't as complicated as I had thought. Eyes forward, the largest hostile remains standing. Do not drop your guard until it is eliminated. Well, hold on. Well, just get out of the plotting freak with the turtle and we're sorted. And as if the bastard spinning venom that eats you to the bone. Besides, if it was that dangerous, Klagaro wouldn't shove the rest of him off to the lobby for a breather, yeah? It should be allowed to land but a single blow. Thou shalt be crunched betwixt its jaws in dreadful haste. Young Marsault, too, was consigned to such a fate. I only asked him to slow down so we could proceed more safely. Didn't think it would turn out like that. I feel so bad. I too found myself on the verge of becoming prey to it, but Marceau's unhesitating interposition spared me that outcome. I am indeed indebted to him. That several bloke round this place is a real sod too, Chesed, was it? Kept nandering while we were busy scrapping. And now that it's over, he switched the radio off just to sort himself a coffee. Maybe it's his way of saying that the best welfare perk for employees is neglect. Excuse me? Less talking and more helping, do you mind? I know we all think it's an easy fight, but that thing is absolutely durable. And I have no idea how much more we have to throw at it to kill, huh? Her irritated muttering spilling into motion, Ishmael swung her weapon through the air, hard against the gigantic bug's carapace. And as though that had been just the blow needed to end it, the creature split into pieces, its bulk crashing to the floor in chunks. And with that, the bulbous and gorged orange pustule in the insect's back burst with a sticky wet pop, spraying its contents all over Ishmael. First green and now orange. You've got a knack for getting sprayed. Are you okay, Ishi? No, just stay here. This is nothing. I've been splashed with far worse out of the sea. Wait a minute. There's someone who smells familiar. That look. What was that? For a split second, her face brightened, just to scrunch up into a grimace. Oi, what's wrong? Ease up, Heath. Some of that stuff you got into her mouth. Just think how awful that must feel, the taste. I mean, you probably can't even put into words. No. Someone get over here and give it a taste. What makes you think we'd fancy a taste of that nasty goo? No, that's not it. I'm not being weird or anything. It's just shocking. Shockingly rank, is it? If you're gonna croak from it, we're not daft enough to queue up and join you, yeah? If you keep kicking it like that... Oh, darn it! Heathcliff went abruptly quiet as well. I've tasted this before. What? But an hour back. I found out discarded yonder and fought to retrieve it. The fuck? Yisung slipped gently between Heathcliff's furrowed stare and Ishmael's resolute nod. Resting within his hands were sheets of paper. One was a garish flyer featuring a mascot raising a soda can with an exaggerated smile. And over was a booklet that seemed to list up how to use tips for some sort of advice. ICC3 FLO Bun Bun Juicy Squeezer Orange Instruction Manual. Table of contents: breeding and feeding exterior carapace vesicle, harvest liquid extraction storage procedures. So that means nah, can't be, can't. The flyer, what does the flyer say? Go on. This is such a good CG. Shake a shake, sing a sing. New launch, dancing bun bun, orange flavor. It says, we've seen the can on that flyer before. The same can that's still in our line of sight. The same can that Rhoda is holding in her right hand. The container of Bun Bun's so-called vesicles. Or pulp. No. That can't be right. That can't be right. Can't be. Rhodia! We watched Rhodia unravel, eyes quaking as she muttered to herself. Next instant, the world went darkest, though the candle that had been lighting our path was snuffed out. We found ourselves back in a familiar place. Oh, you're back just in time, manager. I found the gas station simulator for you. Powered back to full, along with some minor modifications, giving your anatomical limitation that keeps masticating off the list of your physical abilities. But before we proceed, care to explain the collective display of nausea? No, it can't be right, can't be true. Tell me it's a lie, it's not possible. This one seems to have completely lost our senses. Was the ordeal more challenging than expected? What? Typo! 3,000 lunacy! 3,000 lunacy! Typo! Kimchi Hoon! Where's my lunacy? The ordeal itself was fine. It's just that there was another ordeal we had to. When time permits, I'll need to research and develop an interpretive device for that clockwork tick-tock. This mode of communication is certainly less than efficient. In any case, I took the liberty of installing the dancing bun bun beverage flavor you requested in this simulator. Try activating the function and see whether you are able to taste it. No thanks. You're shaking your head? Is that a sign of refusal? Yes, I'm good. Sorry, guys. Maybe this will be the only time the absence of mouth feels like a blessing. Okay. Let's see how many of the quests did I finish. Yep. Oh, of course. I mean, makes sense. Alright. Missions. Complete suppression without Bong Bong Orange unit retreating. Okay. Okay. Complete the suppression after the welfare team captain defeats at least one Bun Bun, Juicy Squeezer Orange, in a single encounter. What? Oh, Juicy Squeezer is the big one. Okay. So what is left? No retreating, complete suppression of the welfare team captain, surviving and taking less than 5 hits. Okay. Complete suppression after the welfare team captain defeats at least one Bun Juicy Squeezer orange in a single encounter. Okay, Juicy Squeezer's the big guy. Okay, without reaching 10 bleed potency. Let's see. We should probably try Kaiser team then.
명을 받듭니다.
의로움을 세우기 위해서
명을 받듭니다.
흑수, 오필도, 이상이요.
잠시 같이 걸을 텐가. 네 목적
Yeah.
명을 들은 시비수.
So, Honglu has to not be hit. None of them can retreat. And Honglu has to kill
언제가든 믿기지 않아.
the big guy.
곳이 곧 아비규환으로 변할 거란 사실이.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
Oh yeah, also, don't let the bleed stack up too high.
틈새에서 깨우치시게
제압 계획이 큰거 아니야? 이 정도 처음에 덕이나.
사정없이 몰아칠 텐.
물론 제차.
I like the resistance to gluttony.
에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데.
Might be wrong.
멀쩡한 장면이
Okay.
불가 위
시비수에게 명한다.
막아내지 못하리.
이 앞에 숨겨자. 누구나 살려보지 마.
회풍. 사정없이 몰아칠 텐.
토끼를 놈이 품을 튀우쳐 해초들을 도려내. 요요. 그래도 어디에 누구누구처럼 직원들을 사주로 만나는.
Okay, so now he's using herd migration. Okay. He can't dodge this.
이제 끝내지. 내 뒤.
흐릿한 등화 곱게 접은 종이에 던졌어. 식구의 하늘 용이 되어
He didn't fucking kill him, did it?
목을 떨고
That's right, more skills going into him.
저 활활 타는 마음도
I just realized that this is the straight up the Lob Corp.
일상적으로 해보는 거.
Okay, so we're just doing U spam with him. Are we? You and you. You are at 1. Okay.
내 뒤.
Nice.
말로 거저 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나 저 해주를 도려내. 길을 열어. 거저 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
박봉창.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Now we have to kill it.
헤어내리. 내 뒤. 불쌍하게 울부짖는군.
흐릿한 등화 곱게 접은 종이에 던졌어. 식구의 하늘
Nice.
빈 불을
Holy shit.
관리자님 넌 푸름을 아무래도 직원 한 명이 바람이 들어오는 데가 것 같아. 짓밟아라. 이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지
Okay.
몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
헤어내리. 태풍. 모불. 아.
흐릿한 등화 곱게 접은 종이에 던졌어. 식구의 하늘 용이 되어 빈 벼로에 남았구나. 목을 떨고 주마. 끔찍한 일이 벌어지기 전에
Yeah.
제압했네.
We basically what we have to do is very simple. Just the same person cannot like clash with the same thing. Like you, for example, cannot clash because you would get a lot of like I don't know, explain it. But like you could take this or bleed count, free bleed, free bleed. Yeah, sure. Right, like she already has bleed count, so to get the quest she cannot clash because her bleed potency wouldn't fall. And now next turn she won't be able to clash. Yeah. Basically, the units without bleed are the ones that are the only ones that are allowed to clash.
괜찮아. 그것까지 신경 쓰는 건 힘들었겠지. 가뜩이나 신경 쓸 게 많을 이곳에서 이런 사소한 실수 하나하나에 마음 쓰다 보면 정신이 나가지 않을 거야. 클리포트 억지력이 높아진 지금 서둘러 제압을 마치는 게 좋을 거야, 관리자님.
I don't know if he will die from this. I'm not sure. But just to be safe, everyone but Lord Lu will use a defense skill.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
더럽혀진 몸은 모를 하늘조차 없다시. 악하다는 모든 것들아, 나 영원토록 마음을 잡구나.
내 뒤로.
곤란하네. 나는 어떤 사람과도 잘 지낼 자신이 있지만 관리자님은
You don't have bleed, so you can actually clash with that.
하면서 지내는 건 내게도 버겁다고.
헤어내리. 회풍.
도끼를
Don't stagger him, please.
모험하고.
Fucking hell. Well, we already fucked up the... Give up. Okay. This is tough, actually. This is actually tough.
관리자님은 좋겠어. 이런 부끄러움조차
Okay, that ego was a bad play.
전부터 한 번은 되는 일이 없었지.
Mission.
대관원 말씀을
Yeah, the ego was a bad play. Maybe. Okay. We can try this again, but instead of you, we'll bring
목순 총은
you.
날카롭지 않은 화살초. 장비 점검은 완벽하군.
Yeah. Let's try this team.
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
So okay.
조용하지?
You just have to fulfill your prescript.
이렇게나 조용한 곳이 곧 아비규환으로 변할 거란 사실이.
Yeah, she's got that.
고작 터뜨려주지.
제압 계획의 규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야? 적당히 쉬엄쉬엄 해도 될 텐데.
Wait, what? Okay, there failed to Gloom and Raph, so this is actually the best team for this.
그 희생을 값싼 대가로 하려면 한상 체제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Holy shit. Oh, unlucky.
정신 못 차릴 거야.
클리코트 억지력을 조급하는 시간이다. 내가 말했지? 복직팀은 나름대로 바쁜 부서야.
Yeah, he's got that. So he needs to go after you. Yeah, you've got that. Let's just go. Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
사고들 시간이다. 잔무에.
관리자님은 그래도 어디에 누구누구처럼 직원들을 스타즈로 내몰진 않네. 신개팀에서 다가서 뛰는 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있었나봐. 저 활활 타는 마음도 오래가진 못할 거야. 식기 전까진 열성적으로 해보는 것도 괜찮겠지.
Okay. Nope, here it is, bleed himself. This is actually tough. So if I take this, I have to take this. You're probably dead. You might not be. You might actually not.
날카롭고 정확하게
Nice stagger.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
관리자님, 아무래도 직원 한 명의 부서 배치가 잘못된 것 같아.
Oh, extra round of bullets and the skill cancelled. That's bad.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상
Well.
뒷받는 법이지.
Furioso.
그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Mm. Is it everything now? No, you can't clash that. Oh my god! Are we okay?
날카롭고 정확하게
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
Nice damage.
나라이도 이 상처를 기억할지.
Okay.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
날카롭고 정확하게
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
Cool. Holy shit, Desperado, bro. Oh my god.
써주마.
좋구려.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마.
Okay, let's count up the damage.
이곳의 목적이 그런 게
128,
아니라는 건
70.
관리자님도
Okay,
알고 있잖아.
I think he'll be dead. No, we'll see.
사고될 시간이다. 잔
앞으로 하나.
Oh,
완료.
fuck! So close.
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네. 엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어.
So close.
당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은
That was
계획-
actually so
완벽하게
close.
수행되었지 않은가.
Shit.
하지만 아직 기약은 없구려. 그렇다면 여전히 난 아무것도 인가.
Unlucky. I really didn't. Okay, whatever. I have to do with a different team, the hard mode. Yeah, this one won't work. We can bring in these guys.
복제팀만 껴주시게.
자, 해골 바가지랑 거미 대가리.
오,
각 정리 요원은 위치로. 곧 열차 정리가 시작된다.
에고 침식도 양호.
I didn't check the quests. Whatever. I'll do the hard mode, and I'll probably end stream. Right, and I'll do the quests by myself, because that mission was bullshit.
곤란하네. 나는 어떤 사람과도 잘 지낼 자신이 있지만 관리자님은 예외고.
Oh, hard mode starts you at this fight already.
하면서 지내는 거 내게도 버겁다.
Um. Ah, no stagger.
아무것도 남지 마라.
제압 계획의 규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야? 적당히 쉬엄쉬엄해도 괜찮을 텐데.
Okay. Clashing's good.
뭐가 치워라.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라 항상 제압에
You have bleed on you? You do, but you'll get rid of it.
그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
You'll actually also get rid of it, but it's probably. Fuck, dude. Okay, whatever. It's fine. What's your map?
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지. 지키기 위해서. 아무것도 남지 마라.
징계팀에서 다 말아들인 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있었나 봐.
Okay. Jesus.
이 정도쯤이야?
Can I see the missions? Also,
몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상
Jesus.
뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건
joking.
관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
How am I supposed
이런
to?
제약은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 환상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
아무것도 남지 마라.
Okay. Heathcliff. What the fuck are you doing?
모풀 아
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 환상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
It's fine. He'll live.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나? 사람과 정이 쓰레기 같은 아르카나 놈들.
Maybe he won't, actually. Nah, he's fine. See?
아무것도 남지 마라. 공간을 뭉갠다.
관리자님은 그래도 어디에 누구누구처럼 직원들을 사지로 내몰진 않네.
대가리 딱 떼고.
믿지 않는 나는 분명 가위를 내겠다고 했을 텐데.
Hello, little sucker! Hello, sugar! Come on!
누군가에게 맡겨졌겠지만
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리해.
끔찍한 일이 벌어지기 전에 제압하네. 잘했어, 관리자님.
Fucking hell. Let's try something.
쓸모가 있으려나?
Okay, yeah, that works.
저 활활 타는 마음도 오래 가진 못할 거야. 식기 전까진 열성적으로 해보는 것도 괜찮겠지.
충전기는 점검. 단숨에 접는.
지금이다. 해골바가지 거미 대가리.
I probably could have gotten away with that without using the era, but it's fine.
승객 무력. 확인.
You again! That's two!
이런 제약은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도
What?
직원들의 희생이 항상 깃다르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게
What?
아니라면
Dude,
투자에 너무 집착하지.
what do you mean there's
이곳의 목적이
two
그런 게 아니라면
now?
관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
대가리 딱 떼고.
나는 이 왕좌에 묶여 홀로 통치하는 자이지.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
지킬 게 많거든.
세 번 배웠다. 과거를 1000번 강조하고 미래에서 1000번 거슬러 찰나의 일수. 다시 1000번
Nice.
산젠다이세칸.
관리자님, 아무래도 직원 한 명의 부서 배치가 잘못된 것 같아. 이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한산체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
대가리 딱 떼고. 차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
How did that not stagger? It's fine.
클리포트 억지력이 높아진 지금 서둘러 제압을 마치는 게 좋을 거야, 관리자님.
Would I need to cast it again? A lot of lust. Okay. I can do that.
충전기는 점검. 단숨에 접는.
Oh my god.
괜찮아. 그것까지 신경 쓰는 건 힘들었겠지.
아무것도 남지 마라.
Nah, unlucky.
지키기 위해서.
I forgot she had the pretzel on her. This might be bad. Yeah! Fuck. This might be dead. Oh no, never mind. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Okay. We can cast the thing again. And I think I actually will.
관리자님과 희희낙낙하면서 지내는 건 내게도 버겁다.
What the fuck?
대가리 딱 떼도 전보다도 큰 생명 속에 파묻힌 그대
Okay, if she doesn't kill everything, I mean, I can cast Sansan Dansekai again. I wouldn't be surprised if she did. No, she didn't. You're okay.
나도 누군가에겐 앞에 적게 됐고 지킬 게 많거든. 지키기 위해서 지킬 게 많거든.
Yeah, she's got that.
세 번 태어난다. 과거를 1000번 강조하여 미래에서
I think.
1000번 거슬러 뛰잖아.
Oh yeah, definitely.
찰나의 일수. 다시 1000번 금.
How did you survive? You fucking bitch!
이번에도
No!
엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어? 당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거야.
Okay.
같은
Oh my god.
하나도
잘 됐네.
You
이제
fucking
하고 다른
bastard, bro.
저
Claim all.
보고서는 부탁할게.
Oh, okay.
섭섭했다.
This is hard. Damn. Can I see what enemies are there? No. What team? Also, did I clear the easy one? No. Jesus fucking Christ. What team would be the best? Okay, what missions do I have left on hard mode? Most of them. Half of them. Complete suppression after defeating a Bong Bong orange unit in a single encounter, so I need to defeat everything. I need to defeat everything for these two missions. I can't let them retreat, so I need to nuke them. Complete suppression after the welfare team captain defeats 10 plus more enemies in a single encounter. I think that should go on like Ryoshu. Complete suppression without the welfare team captain surviving and taking. Oh! That's gonna be that's hard. That's gonna be hard. Complete suppression of 50% enemies with a single attack skill. Okay. And complete all missions in both easy and hard. Jesus Christ. I don't know what team to bring. Also. Yay. Okay. But I think I should also read the update stories of the new identities. Or at least one of them. Details. Is there like a sort by new or something? Recent. Yes. There we go. Where's the Ryoshu? What? Where is Ryoshu? What the fuck? What? Am I blind? Whatever, let's read more so. wonder how long it is. Victim number 4 already. I had dispatched a clear warning to all relevant personnel that they must steer clear of the abnormalities containment unit while work is in progress, as the biohazardous material the entity secretes could permeate through the barrier. Perhaps it could not be helped, as the authority to physically quarantine a section of the facility lies within the manager. Itchy, Captain. I'm so itchy. The subject complained of the pruritus of her nape for the 27th time. I probably shouldn't scratch the itch, right, Captain? Scratching your skin out to address the itchiness will not be a problem. There is no need for you to worry about the bleeding or the excoriation of your skin. Amber, of the clerical staff, that is you, correct? That's correct. The subject complained of pruritus for the 28th time before, since the beginning of this interview. Primary memory retention ability remains in good condition. With that, I record that 10 or more casualties have shown no changes to their brain activity at the 23 hours, 6 minute and 21 second mark since spore inhalation. Extrapolation, occipital lobe hypertrophy. Observed in the late stages of spore infection, henceforth the pre-hatch state accelerates rapidly at an undetermined time since initial contact. This finding boosts the value of early egg identification extermination protocol research by 7.1409%. Sorry, what are you saying? Nothing that requires comprehension. No, I mean, I can't seem to hear you clearly. Loss of hearing identified. This is the first recorded instance of such symptom among the casualties. Hold still. I will use a bioscanner in her abdomen. Is that gonna make whatever this is that gonna make whatever this is go away? It will not. Remove your hands from your abdomen. Larva activity observed at the 23 hours, 7 minutes, and 1 seconds mark. Since spore inhalation, this instance has occurred 33% earlier compared to the average extrapolated from the pre-existing data's standard normal distribution. Slight palpitations of the occipital lobe area have been observed concurrently. The palpitations is currently traveling to the subject's auditory organ, which leads to conjecture that it is related to the victim's hearing loss. There's something skittering around in there. The interval of this molting process from instar 2 to insert 2 remains the same within the margin of error. Captain, there's this guy I hang out with all the time, Jacob. He was with me when it happened. Is he okay? Okay, in what sense? Sorry, I can't hear you. That's better. Doesn't hurt as much. Notification of pain receptors identified. I will now post any subsequent question in writing. Is he okay? As in, he's not sick, right? I drew an X on paper to relate the victim that Jacob was indeed not sick. That's good. I feel funny. Like I'm bloated. Captain Merceau? What's up with the ego weapon? Immediate pre-eclosion symptoms identified, preparing for battle. Oh, that's right. She's so close by. My queen is hatching. Eclosion of entity T04502 identified and eliminated. And the subsequent emergence of the ordeal also identified. Eliminated. Reporting test result of conducting an interview near T0450's containment unit. While no variance in the interval between contraction and the late stage of infection has been observed, it can be said that the subject perceived the queen at a relatively earlier point. Recording an observation note. The entity spoke for the victim immediately before eclosion, suggesting that it has the capability to seize the victim's nervous system. And, hey, Captain! You know what WIH? Another containment breach? Don't fault me, Captain. No matter what I do, whether I do good or bad, it goes apeshit. It's shit luck, that's what. The difficulty of managing the abnormality is acknowledged. However, continued shirking and offloading of your suppression responsibility to other employees is inappropriate. I believe former captains should be held to a higher degree of accountability. Take a good look at these weapons the fool of a manager gave me, and say it again. Its creepy face didn't change one bit, no matter how many bullets I blasted into it. I have shared the absurdity of your weapons design with Mr. Chested, but it appears that he has not yet found the time to pay the manager a visit. The manager, the BTC, bunch of slackers, all of them. Well, not that I mind. The more I delays about it, the more opportunities for art appreciation time I get. The dusk ordeal is still in progress. Search for other hallways to assist. Your BAH as always, Captain. Welfare team, hallways are clear. As for the interview, subject's corpse. It will be cremated alongside victim Jacob's cadaver. Concluding the interview. What is the meaning of your gaze? 30450. This is Wrath, because I killed your worker B with the very weapon I targeted from your essence? Or does it look like just another redemption or love from where you stand? Also, he has the Punishing Bird ego gift, which is cool. Maybe next Lobotomy Corporation Walpurgis will get Punishing Bird. I am curious, how does it all appear in your eyes? Does it appear as inscrutable as my gaze is to you? Didn't expect to get sentimental. I will have to check my corrosion rate. However, the first order of business is completing the suppression effort. End of recording. And now for Yoshu. There she is.
화살 한 발로 꿰뚫을 수 없다니. 거기에 총알 6발을 얹어주면 그만이지. 봤나? 에고는 이렇게 다루는 거다, 애송이들.
It was an unremarkable sort of day, if one could call it that, when even the agents of the upper layer had been mobilized to suppress and return Alarune to its containment unit. With the control team left hollowed out, the child had been saddled with managing the abnormalities assigned to the department. PMPC. As soon as she stepped into the old lady's containment unit, the child sat, reclining in a chair, and crossed her legs, unfiltered, complaints spilling out of her mouth. All day long, she'd been tasked with doing managerial work on Alarune to extract its ego gear. And she failed. That's 3 times already. 7, actually, by the manager's yardstick that she'd allowed Alarune to escape under her watch today alone. I don't see how that pink mongrel's breaking containment is my fault. It's the dimwit of a manager must have bled out every scrap of luck because he couldn't resist rubbernecking at everything. At the thing every now and then. Alarune, that sorrowful child slips out of containment when the work result is bad and is readily on a good. It's never content to remain confined. It much rather wander outside, suffusing the company's musty corridors with the fresh scent of the forest. Things must look quite unfair from where it stands. And of course, from where the manager stands, too. No flower reading today. Just stuck hearing the old hag droning all day. It's going pitch black this room. This curse must have seeped into the walls. It's been a while since I last did some work here. Dearie, dearie, would you like to hear a story? Whatever. Tales crooned like lullabies, poems too abstract to grasp, ghost stories that make their hair on the back of the neck stand straight up. From stories known to all to the ones known to none. The old lady knows every tale ever told, every single story in existence, every nursery rhyme written for children. It goes without saying that her troves of tales also include the secret stories of her abnormalities. Just a coincidence, perhaps, or is it inevitability? For the first time, the old lady brought up a tale of an abnormality, an entity the child knew all too well. Oh, Alrune, the lovely one, a doll who yearned to be human. Know something about that rabbit thing? A flicker of surprise crosses the child's face as she voices her question, but the answer in all likelihood won't be hers to hear. The old lady, you see, doesn't speak to you. She merely speaks, spinning her tales and making her loneliness known. Its eyes were full of soul, and it was adored by people. But every genesis of the spring is to be followed by the passing of autumn. The old lady does no such thing as asking. She doesn't respond either. The words that come out of her mouth are not for conversation. Which is why, for all of the stories she tells, she can never manage to fill the void of her loneliness. One day, the doll was abandoned in a dark forest. Its eyes were stolen by crows lusting for glitter. While its mind, life, and heart slowly withered away. Part by part, its pretty porcelain body cracked and shattered. Where its eyes once were, only gaping holes were left. And yet the doll remained standing in the forest. The cracks and openings on the porcelain were instead filled with a growing bouquet of flowers, and fresh petals fluttered down like tears from the empty hole of its eyes. And then, what happened next? Did it hunt down the crow that pecked its eyes out? Did it cut off its wings? The child knew that no answer would be returned, that she would still get to hear the next part of the story whether or not she invited the old lady to continue. Still, ask she did, as though she were used to such exchanges. Alrune, lacking eyes but all-seeing, a human who yearned to be a doll. Born of soil, into soil shall it return. The old lady directed her gaze at the child, a gaze as hollow as that of Alrune from the story. A black void that seems to meet the child's own eyes. It was almost as though she were interested in hearing what the child would make of the tale. The child's eyebrows clenched together in a scowl. The tale might have found footing. She cared to listen with interest. But this was not for her. She really should have spared herself the trouble of hearing it out. She thought. Lone. Your story is literally odious, needless, empty. But surely that was not the end of the story for the doll. Perhaps the story hit a bit too close to home, or maybe it reminded the child of a certain someone. She only remembered in the foggier fragments of her memories. Either way, a cloying loneliness clung to the child as she stepped out of the containment unit. And who the hell are you? Oh, I'm Vera from Information. You're that agent who transferred to the middle layer from the safety team, right? Ryoshu. Right. Ryoshu, I've heard quite a bit about you. What do you want? I came down because Mr. Yesod gave me the order for support. There was no one in the control team. Anyhow, thought I smelled something burning in the lobby and... Yep, I suppose that you'll alter your ego gift. A cigarette. It's not an issue, I guess, as long as it's not a fire. The employee extended a hand for a handshake, but the child shoved it away like a high five and moved towards the hallways, only to be stopped by the flustered employee blocking her path. Please, just a moment. Please wait here until the control team arrives. And why should I do that? You missed the announcement, I take it. The Dusk of Amber will begin shortly. And during the Dusk of Amber, the effectiveness of Red, their physical attack, is doubled. Doubled? That multiplier nonsense you people like to play with, huh? Correct, Ryosu. Your eco weapons are both white type. I recommend either switching weapons or leave this to other agents. You're NSFP. Pardon? You're not seeing the full picture. The child brushed past the employee and walked into the corridor with light steps. Look closely. MB? If switching eco gear is what allows double the effective efficiency, all I need to do is use both of my weapons at once instead. What? I'll show you the collaboration of FAS. Oh! Faint Aroma and Solitude. Yeah, gigantic warmth in the hallway. As the ordeal entity advanced slowly, yet not without momentum, the child raised her crossbow and took aim. The employee who frantically chased after the child watched the bolt flying from the crossbow, and in that same breath, the child's revolver fired 6 rounds at the ordeal, at a speed too fast for the eye to track. Was that not enough? That's why I told you to either switch your weapons or wait. Look, it's not too late to go back and... Well, more shots should do the trick then. 1 shot, then 2, then a third. Bolts and bullets rained down on the ordeals until they burst like squashed fruit. And another bolt, loosened at point-blank range, punched straight through the largest of them, the dusk itself. Not a dull end to wrap up a day. Wait, why are you aiming that thing at me? The child perhaps had managed to reshape the loneliness that lashed onto her into an artistry of her own, because she no longer seemed lonely at all. She seemed as she emptied her gun on the horrified employee. Cool. Cool. Do I have more ego? Do I have ego for her? I don't know if I have ego, actually. No, I don't. I literally have her base ego and her capstone ego. Okay, cool. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this stream. I'm probably gonna do the missions on my own. I did get all the IDs and the ego, but I want the banner because I think it's cool. So yeah, it's gonna be it. Peace.